for human resources management class. This is my first course taken in this concentration, and I am currently working as a recruiter. However, it's my first class and impact that I have in the field of human resources, and I'm looking forward for a career in HR. Having the chance to work with that simulation, it helped me to understand how important are the functions of the human resources in an organization. Even though it was a mid-sized company, I was able to practice and also apply all the decisions and see how the graphic have changed from each quarter to another quarter. So let's proceed. First, I'm going to say a little bit about HR management. That there is a process of acquiring, training, appraising, and compensating employees. Also, employees will need to build their relationship with people in the company. They will have concern about health and safety and fairness concern. Some functions that I will mention about the HR management are conducting a job analysis, which is very important for the future job description for the position that are posted. This is a very, very important process that HR management with, including a management managers, hiring managers, and other people in the company are involved in conducting this job analysis. Planning labor needs and recruiting. This is a process deciding what position of the firm will have to fill, how to fill them. And it's a process to eliminate the gaps between the employees' project workforce needed and the current employees who might be suitable for filling those needs. The manager should engage in workplace. Let's look now at some performance measurement in the quarter one. So when I started the unit labor cost, it was 64.69. The quality index, it was 49, and we wanted to raise it up to at least 80 or 90%. Turnover, it was extremely high, 9.8. The morale, it was 49. The accidents rate, 493, very high. A lot of grievances. And productivity, it was under 200, which it was very concerning. And absentees, it was extremely high. Another part of the human resources management as a function is building employee relationships and engagement. The employer's career planning and development process and practices, including career oriented appraisal, help to foster employee engagement. Management effectively, the employer's career development process should send a signal that the employer cares about their employees' career success. So, demographic is a big part of the HR management um, to make sure that the company has enough community of females and minorities representatives. In the simulation, as I was looking to hire at each level, but I did not have in the simulation the possibility to actually know how to hire females or choose between this. But I understand the importance of having more minorities represented in the company. By the end of the quarter eight, this is the graphic and the representation of females and um, minorities in the company. Training employees and developing managers. Employees are ultimately responsible for their careers, and I agree more than that. However, a workplace that is offering career development, that's going to be a major factor of retaining talents into the company. Establishing company based career centers, offering career planning workshops, providing employees development budgets, and offering online career development programs, perhaps some of the simplest in career oriented, and linking the employee feedback with the employee aspirations and plans will be major triggers to keep those employees with the company. Measurements, the turnover it was extremely high. In quarter three, the decision was to implement new programs to improve performance and productivity, and to increase employee morale, and also to lower absenteeism. The employee performance program has been implemented to decrease also the turnover, which it was very high. And salaries have been increased with 2% at all levels. Since accident rates are high, and because of the accidents have been at such a high rate, I have decided to hire a full-time safety director, and to reduce this turnover, but also to reduce the accidents. Additional training was allocated to managers to teach them the latest management technique and make them more knowledgeable about the company's products. The HR new program was installed to maintain personal records, to improve decision making in all areas such as benefits, selection, staffing, training and development, performance appraisal, and job analysis. In the next quarter, major decisions was to hire this safety director as a full time, to the high rates of accidents and turnover. Even though there is a decrease in all accidents, there is still a need to regulate classes, to regular classes regarding safety, and to improve facilities and protective equipment to protect all the employees. Also, the facility inspector perform regular checkups during the day and recorded data to discuss it in the safety director and the managers. There is expected a good decrease in accidents, and therefore fewer employees will be dissatisfied, and the turnover therefore will decrease. Let's see then further in quarter five, due to the quality not so high of the production, the decision was to provide a full-time quality control manager that runs classes and performs regular inspections. Also, supervisor will have a spot check and quality control checklist with included employee reminders. Managers and supervisor will have a clear process implemented. The decision was to speed the maximum amount on quality training to improve the quality per product. HR also adopted a zero tolerance policy for workplace sexual harassment and provided a new training program. So in quarter seven, HR team decided to address the mental health needs of the employees, and has allocated a new budget to address health and mental issues, to retain talent employees, reduce absenteeism, and reduce grievances from employees and managers. The wellness program, it was a good kick, and included seminars and smoking cessation, weight loss, exercises, back problem management, and stress management. And the mental health program. So here we are in quarter eight. Those are the performance measurements. Look how all these decisions have impacted the turnover, which it was initially 9.8. Now we have 5.9. The moral got to 84. The accidents rate almost in half. Griffiths is the same, absenteeism the same, which it was almost to 500, and productivity is over 200 as we planned at the beginning. The unit labor cost is 65.92. So we got a great success based on the decisions in the simulation. The most impactful it was, in my opinion, as I looked at it was the quality training, the safety, all the training that it was provided. It helped tremendously with the accident rates, absentees, grievances, and also increased morale and turnover. So the budget allocated for the training, it was extremely high. It was surprising for me. However, I've seen now, looking at some factors that will affect turnover and morale. Of course, they both go hand in hand. Turnover with morale, they go hand in hand, because of a low morale, the higher will be the turnover. Unsafe work environment is another major factor that has impacted in the stimulation, especially when we have allocated money for safety. That helped tremendous to increase the morale of people and lower the turnover. Again, not enough training for managers, not enough training for employees that have been moved in a different level. That was another factor to impact morale and turnover. Not enough employees, not having enough people to will affect even the production. However, and that not only the production but also the employees that have been doing overtime have been affected. Another factor will be poor pay compared with the markets. Need more appointments, doctor appointments, and accommodation in the workplace, more bathroom breaks, and work hours adjustments. Older workers will need a flexible work schedule, even a part-time schedule, and as well work adjustments for their age and accommodation that they may need. Military people as well, they have a need for clear direction, role clarity, discipline, and an important thing for military people and veterans, it will be the community. Other people that are served, that they're active or served in the army, so they can build that community. Disabled worker will need accommodation, work accommodation for their disability. They will need often medical leave and benefits to support them as they go through their medical appointments. Other challenges with HR and diverse work groups. Minorities coming from different cultures, many different adjustment for their religious and cultural celebration. Older employees may have need for never been exposed to other cultures, and that's going to be a challenge to help them to understand the minorities and build those connection between the culture, that bridge. Minorities such as female may have been misrepresented in jobs that are more with male predominant workforces. So that's another HR challenge to be aware of those groups and where they need and those gaps to be filled. Cultural competence and group gatherings for socializing to build work relationship will be a good implementation from HR coming to help employees build those relationship or fill the gaps that they have in understanding cultures. Volunteering in the community and building empathy and relationship with coworkers outside of the work environment. Setting targets to hire more diverse employees and females, including single parents who are welcoming new mentalities, will be also a new good implementation coming from HR to sort out those challenges in the diverse work groups. Other will be implementing programs, employees program performance appraisal and affirmative action, employee engagement and management,